and welcome to our maths lecture, children, all of you. I think you people are ready with your textbooks where we are learning lesson number 12, perimeter and area, in which practice set 46 we have solved sum number 1, 2 and 3. Now today we will begin with sum number 4 of practice set 46. So all of you see the question in your textbook. The question is, a rectangular hall is 12 meter long and 6 meter broad. Its flooring is to be made of square tiles of side 30 centimeter. How many tiles will fit in the entire hall? Second question, how many would be required if tiles of side 15 centimeter were used? So children, there are two questions asked. There is a hall whose length is 12 meter and breadth is 6 meter. This hall you have to tile it, means you have to place tile on the floor. So if the tile size is 30 centimeter, the shape of the tile is square. The shape of the tile is square. Now if the tiles of side 30 centimeter is taken, then how many tiles are needed for the hall? And if the size of the tile is reduced, that is only of 15 centimeter if we take, then how many tiles will be required? So these two questions are asked. So do the sum, try to understand, I will explain and I will solve the sum. So first of all we will have to find the area of the rectangular hall. So let us begin with the statements. Length of rectangular hall equals 12 meter, that is L equals 12 meter. Okay, then its breadth B equals 6 meter. Right children, 6 meter. So therefore area of rectangle is equal to L into B, which equals 12 into 6, which equals 72 square meter. So this is the area of the hall, that is 72 square meter. Now length of one side of square tile equals 30 centimeter. So therefore area of square equals side square, which equals 30 square, which equals 30 multiplied by 30, which gives us answer 900 square centimeter. Now therefore number of tiles required will be equal to area of hall divided by area of one tile. Okay, so this gives us answer 72 square meter upon 900 square centimeter. Now children, here there is difference of meter and centimeter. So meter is the higher unit, you have to convert it into smaller unit, that is centimeter. Now how to convert? I think this much you have written all of you. So I will wrap this much portion. Area of the hall you have found out. Now Since meter and centimeter is there, we have to convert meter into centimeter. So that will be 72 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 100 upon 900. This becomes square centimeter now after multiplying, and this is also square centimeter. Now 2 times 100 is multiplied. You know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right? So I have multiplied by 100, but I have multiplied by 100 2 times. Why 2 times I have multiplied? Because it is square centimeter to be converted. So since it is to be square meter, we have converted into square centimeter, you have to multiply by 2 times 100. So this gives me answer as 800. After calculation, 0 gets cancelled here. 7200 divided by 9 gives you 800. So therefore 800 tiles are required. Now this is the first part of the question that we have done. Now we have to do the second part of the question. Now the second length is length of one side of square tile is equal to 15 centimeter now. Now if the tile size is 15 centimeter, how many tiles will be required for the same hall? Okay, we have to find out. So the same manner, therefore area of one or area of square is equal to side square, which equals 15 square, which equals 15 multiplied by 15, which equals 225 square centimeter. Therefore number of tiles required equals area of hall upon area of one tile, which equals 72 square meter upon 225 square centimeter. Same problem again. Here it is meter, here it is centimeter. So again we have to convert. So let me rub this. Same manner, again 2 times you have to multiply by 100 upon 225. This is also square centimeter now, and this is also square centimeter. So this calculation when you do, you get answer 3200. How much is the answer? 3200. So therefore 3200 tiles are required. So here completes our fourth sum. When 15 centimeter tiles it is, we require 3200 tiles. Okay. Now let us go for the fifth sum. Okay, see the fifth question in your book, children. Question number 5. Find the perimeter and area of garden with measures as shown in the figure alongside. So here, this is the garden, this shaped. All the sides are equal. How do we come to know all the sides are equal? Because the marking tells us that the length of all the sides are equal. Some places length is given, that is 13 meter. That means each side is 13 meter. How many sides are there? So we have to count the sides. We'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There are 12 sides in this garden. So perimeter we can find out by multiplying 12 and 13. 12 times 13 you have to add. That is, you can multiply 12 and 13 to find the perimeter. So let us find the perimeter first. Length of each side of garden is equal to 13 meter, right? Therefore, perimeter is equal to sum of all sides, which equals, now instead of sum we can do multiplication also. So 12 multiplied by 13, since 12 sides are there. So this gives us answer 156 meter. So therefore perimeter of garden is 156 meter. Now you have to find area. Now to find area, children, if I extend this side like this, you can see a box is framed and each box is a square here. So we can find the area of one box and multiply by number of boxes present here. That is, how many squares are formed? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 squares are formed. That is, you have to find the area of 5 squares. So you can do in this manner. Therefore, area of garden is equal to 5 multiplied by area of 1 square, which equals 5 multiplied by side square, which equals 5 multiplied by 13 square, which equals 5 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 13, which equals 5 multiplied by 169, which gives me answer 845 square meter. So what is the area? Area is 845 square meter. Therefore, area of garden is 845 square meter. So, children, by this our fifth sum is completed, and further we have to learn two more formulas which we will be learning in our next lecture. So study these sums, they are very easy. Have fun. Thank you.